Hey guys, so for today's video, I have this makeup tutorial. I actually wasn't planning on uploading this. I actually filmed this for Instagram, truth be told, but I figured maybe I'm just gonna upload it on my channel here on YouTube. I'm gonna ask you guys on Snapchat actually if you think I should upload it or not, because it's nothing really like super different, you know, but I feel like I haven't done a pale, kind of light toned makeup tutorial in so long. And how long has it been since I wore a lip color this like flesh tone, you know? This look is also using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I did one look previously using that palette, but I've gotten so many requests from you guys to do even more. By the way, the lighting today is like up and down because it's super cloudy, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I've gotten so many requests from you guys to do even more looks with the Modern Renaissance palette, which I love that palette, so I was more than happy to, and so I used it today. So I do hope that you guys enjoy this makeup look and you enjoy the tutorial. If you are interested in checking it out, then keep on watching. So of course we are starting off with some primer, and I'm just taking the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer and I'm just popping that all over the face. For foundation today, we're taking the Marc Jacobs Full Cover Foundation. I love this foundation. It's super duper full coverage. You only need a tad bit. For concealer, I'm taking the new Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. This one's in the shade Light 7, I believe. It's such a beautiful shade and such a beautiful formula. It blends beautifully, but it's still nice and thick and full coverage, so it gives you that full glam effect, and I'm totally in love with it. I am just putting that underneath the eye and also down the center of the face, and of course blending it out with a damp beauty blender as per usual. So now for powder, I'm taking the NYX HD Finishing Powder. Now this step made my makeup last 12 hours the day that I wore this. I am not kidding you guys. If you follow me on Snapchat, then you saw the proof on my Snapchat. This makeup lasted forever, and I think it's because I took this dense Morphe brush. I will list the one that it is down below, but it's super dense, and I really packed on the powder and pressed it into the skin using a super dense brush, and I really truly think that's what made my makeup last so long. I will kind of elaborate more on the brush and that kind of technique in my upcoming favorites video, so stay tuned. But I'm just gonna go ahead and set the under eye and down the center of the face with this yellow powder from the Caramel Toffee Wet n Wild Contour Palette. For bronzing the skin, I'm going to take the Luminous Bronze Light Bronzer from Hourglass and just pop that on the cheeks, up the temples, and also along the jawline. To contour, I'm taking the other shade in the Wet n Wild Contour Palette, and I'm just going to use that beautiful contour shade there with my NARS Ita brush, contour the cheekbones and also the temples and of course the jawline, and I do a little bit on my nose as well. So taking the Morphe 9B blush palette, I'm taking these two center shades and mixing them together. It gave me the perfect mauve cheek. I absolutely am obsessed with this formula. It's so pigmented. You have to be careful how much you use because it can go from 0 to 100, but it's beautiful. So this is the Anastasia Glow Kit in that glow, and I'm taking Dripping in Gold and Bubbly and mixing it together to highlight, and I'm putting it on the tops of my cheekbones and also above the brow, down the center of the nose, and on the Cupid's bow. So moving forward with the eyes, I did do my brows and primed and set already. So we're taking Burnt Orange, and I'm using a very light hand at first just to use this as a transition with the light hand. I'm just kind of dusting that in the crease, and then I will go a little bit more heavy-handed and really pack it into the crease to achieve a really nice chiseled crease. How much can I say crease? So dipping into this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cranberry shade, I'm just going to pop that in the crease. Of course, again, going light-handed and then building up afterwards. I find that that's a perfect blending technique so that your eyeshadows don't look splotchy. If you just build it up slowly, it looks really good. And I'm also building it up afterwards again with a smaller brush. And then I'm taking Tempera and I'm just popping that on the lid. This is just going to give a bright matte effect to the lid. I wanted an all matte kind of eye look, so I went ahead and popped that on. And then I did use the blending brush to kind of combine the two, lid and the crease, to make it blend. Taking Burnt Orange on a smaller brush, I'm just popping that on the lower lash line, and that's pretty much almost the only work we're going to do for the lower lash line. And then we're going to take the inner corner shade and a little bit more work on the lower lash line, just this darker brown for a little bit more definition. And then I'm taking the NYX Matte Liquid Liner and I'm just lining my lid. I'm not doing a wing, just lining, because I am going to be popping on some falsies. So I kind of wanted to give a nice thick lash line. And I am using the Makeup Forever, I think this is the Lash Excessive Mascara. It's so beautiful. I love, love, love it. For lashes, I am using Diva by Koko lashes. I'm so obsessed with these. They are the perfect natural lashes. They're nice and wispy at the top for like a fluttery effect, but they're still nice and thick at the base to give you a nice volumized dramatic look. So I'm obsessed with them. And I am, of course, popping on some mascara on the lower lashes. Next, we're taking Anastasia Dark Side Waterproof Gel Liner and popping that on the top. And then with the NYX White Liner, I'm just putting that on the bottom for a bright-eyed effect. And for the lips, I kind of did a crazy concoction for the lips. So, I mean, this is kind of silly, but it turned out really good. So I went ahead and put Naked by Anastasia, put a thin layer of that on the lips. And then what I did afterwards was I just took my foundation. Yes, my foundation. And I dipped the Naked brush in the foundation and went ahead and used my foundation as if it was a liquid lipstick. And I loved this effect because it just gave me like a super nude flesh tone kind of lip. Like it almost blended in with my skin tone a little bit. And then for a little bit of definition, because it did look a little washed out, so just for a tad bit of definition, I took Exposed Lip Liner by Kylie Cosmetics, and oh my god, the combination turned out beautiful. I do also apply the lip liner when the liquid lipstick is about halfway dry so you can get more control. But that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.